Discovery technical analysis, and we're on the monthly chart. And in regards to the monthly chart, we can see the price since actually 2015 we could say has been moving in a sideways kind of movement, which means that in as far as market structure goes, we don't really have any, in as far as looking for potential buy or sell opportunities goes. As I've said, the market has been moving rather sideways. Another thing that I also want to point out is that the market had also given us this very nice head and shoulders pattern, with this side being the left shoulder, this being the head, and this section over here being the right hand shoulder, and it has a neckline more or less at that point. And what that means is that you may potentially see price really move further down to close below this neckline and then head back to the neckline to just give it a test. And at that point where the neckline is where we may potentially see price move further down to around that level, which is in line with where this head and shoulders pattern started, right? Having said that, right, remember I said that the market at this point in time is actually moving sideways, and I also said that in as far as market structure goes, we don't really have any proper market structure. And it also says that as much as we have this pattern, which is a head and shoulders pattern, we may also potentially see price continue to move further up to around this level. And that is because also the market has given us this overextended W structure, which has a neckline at that point. And it is an overextended W structure because that first leg is much lower than the second leg. And as I said, we may then see price after closing above that neckline. In fact, price has closed above the neckline of that pattern, and all we need to see happen next is price, come back to the neckline, and then at this point is where we may potentially look for those potential buy opportunities, and we may see price move up to this level, which is in line with that level over there, which is a very strong level of resistance at this point in time. So the big question at this point is now a good time to look for potential buy opportunities? I would say no. I will not buy Discovery at all, and that is because the market is very much mixed. We have some contradictory information, and as I said, we have this pattern, which is a head and shoulders pattern. To add to that, we also have this overextended W structure. So the best thing to do, in my very, very humble opinion, is to rather wait for the market to actually crash, and at this level is where I would look for those potential buy opportunities. But as things stand, I would not do anything, because you may buy at this point only for the market to move further down to this level, because as I said, we had this head and shoulders pattern.